Hello and welcome to our first episode of Heels and Cocktails podcast. I'm Anna Kotlarova and this is Sam Foster. She'll be joining me today for the podcast. So just a little bit about this podcast. I've started this group in 2021, and it's because I went to so many networks and so many meetup groups, and I just couldn't find uh, a place that I really wanted to belong to. So I started the group so we can create this supportive, positive, encouraging environment for women around us. And hopefully, this is it. I think that we tend to judge each other so quickly, and it's so easy. You can sit down and just make a judgment and pass it, and some might even gain a little bit of an ego boost for it because I'm better than you kind of situation. But it's silly because you and I can go through the same thing in life, and I'll take away completely different things than Sam would. We'll make decisions based on those takeaways and feelings, and those decisions will have consequences that are completely different than from each other. So really, hearing out a woman and judging based on what you know in 5 minutes, just it seems silly to me. So this group is a non-judgmental group. We don't tolerate gossip. We don't tolerate mean environment or mean behavior towards each other. And hopefully you'll find that positive and encouraging for you. And so, Sam, have you felt the same way in Brisbane?
Yeah, I think in Brisbane, trying to find new connections, building friends
Yeah.
outside of the work environment, school environment. If you've got children, meeting new people. So I think
Yeah.
it was a little bit lacking, and that's one of the reasons I actually joined up and looking for different connections and different people going through different things and maybe going
Yeah.
through similar to what I am as well.
So if there's like a subject that you can say, this is what I want to connect about with other women, what would it
Yeah,
be?
I think probably be a couple. So mainly like in my work, sort of handling everything, life juggling. Breakup of marriage last year. So connecting with people that are going through that similar things. Because and I found out, there's actually a lot of people at my age as well going through the similar sort of turmoils and stresses in life, and it's like, oh, it's quite refreshing, not on my
Yeah.
own, and there's people out there. So yeah, I think that would be a subject for me, just getting through that, talking to people. And sometimes it doesn't even have to be serious, it's just having general conversation, having a few laughs, sharing stories, no judgment there. It's just supporting each other and having a good time as
Yeah.
well.
I think I kind of found similar situation. I suddenly when I started the group and started meeting women,
Mm.
I started understanding that so many wanted the same thing.
Yeah.
They didn't want to be judged. They wanted a safe space to come and just
Mm.
tell you all about it. And life is hard enough as it is. You
Yeah.
might have work or career that you're struggling with. Maybe it's, weight loss or health situation that you're struggling with, or even romantically,
Yeah.
and some you said you broke up with your husband, and I did too with my partner, and it
Yeah.
was really hard. Actually, one of the girls from the meetup group helped me a lot through it. So just by listening
Yeah.
and lifting each other up and showing this person that's struggling how
Yeah.
amazing you are and how beautiful you are, because we all are,
Yeah.
we all have this inside of us.
Well, I think it's like if you're there, or you might be further down the track. So now, like people just start to go through it. You can explain it's actually going to be okay, because I think everybody's quite scared and things happen. And sometimes it's like, yeah, just connecting with somebody on that, whether or not it's children, what you've gone through,
Yeah.
relationships, career. There's somebody, there as well. Might be some different situations, but even if you just generally talk and you've got a bit of connection there, sometimes
Yeah.
that's all you need. Just a general just discussion with people, and get to know other people and what they're going through. I think that's
Yeah.
important as well.
And we both have teenage kids, and it's sometimes you just want to know you're not going crazy, because It's
Yeah.
such a, like, I always tell my kids, I don't know what it's like to be a mom to a 16-year-old
Yeah.
girl, and you don't know what it's like to be a daughter to a mom that has a 16-year-old. So we have to teach each other.
Yeah.
But talking to you about the teenage aspects and what our kids are
Yeah.
going through, you just kind of have a little
Yeah.
bit of a sigh of relief.
And
Okay,
our children
not
were
crazy.
no, and our children were very similar. I was like, oh, yeah,
Yeah.
my sons are, so it was like, yeah, oh, they're the same, they were the same age, and
Yeah.
like their personality is like, that sounds very similar.
Yeah.
So meeting somebody like that's like, oh, that's very good.
It's really
That's it.
encouraging.
And we're the same age as well, so we're in the same situation.
So we last event we had was Back with a Vengeance, because I called it that because I was ready to take on a little bit more of the group responsibility and push it a little bit further, because I think there is a need for it. And so last event we had questionnaires. We always have some interactive either games or questions, and the questionnaire had 3 questions. I chose the first questions because it shows us a little bit about who you are. It just asks, what would your friends describe you, which I think it's a cheeky question, because you're not kind of talking about yourself, but you're allowed to express who you think you are, and what your friends see in you, which I thought was really clever, and I was really curious about your answers. And then the second question we had was a little bit more apprehensive, that made you delve in a little bit into your life, I suppose. And it was, if it was the last day on earth, what would you do? So Sam, I want to ask you that.
Yeah.
When you finished writing and you gave me the piece of paper, and I was reading it, was there any moment at that point where you thought, I wish I said that, or I wish I added this to the answers?
I guess obviously answers we give that, which I think we all generally feel you want to spend, with your children, your family, friends, people you love and close to. But I'd say one of the answers that we'd seen is like, celebrate, last thing, like, celebrate yourself and thank yourself, and what you've done, and how far you've come and how well you've done, and give each other, credit for what we've been through and done. You're going to spend time with your children and dogs, but sometimes we forget about ourselves a little bit too. We get lost in the hectic moments of life, and putting everybody first, I think, sometimes as well. So I think one of the things was that I took off one of the other ladies that said it, and I was like, she's right.
And this was from Yanni. Thank you, Yanni. You really made us think and and reflect, which is so fantastic. And at the beginning, I have to be honest, I didn't understand the answer, and Sam, when you explained it to me, it made me like delve into that answer so much more. And I thought to myself, like, how many of us work full time, and we come home and you've got dinner to make, or please somebody else, or exercise and do that and do this, and we still criticize ourselves. Maybe it's for our body, maybe it's for our personality, or a weird thing I said back at work, and I'm still thinking about it after work. So instead of like actually celebrating what you did today, we kind of end up berating yourself. And that's not to take away from growth. I do think that we all have a responsibility, or even like the pleasure and the gift to grow every day. So I do encourage to do even more and to do even better for yourself. But it's not to say that, I think it's a really serious situation when, if you are one of the people that goes home and, you either berate yourself or someone berates you. That's not okay. And that's not a good life to live in. And, I hope that we will be able to influence some women that, feel that way, and give them that light and that push and a lift up, because you deserve it. Everyone deserves it. Everyone deserves to have.
And that you are doing good, because I think we beat ourselves up, or we haven't done this today, or we haven't done enough, or feel bad. I didn't get my exercise in. I didn't get that thing completed at work. We just, what we don't tend to look at is like, gosh, how much I did today.
Mm.
Oh, okay, I might not, shit, I haven't got my exercise in, but okay, I'll make sure I do that tomorrow. And so
Yeah,
I think we sort of procrastinate on what we didn't get done that we wanted to, instead of focus on, oh, how much did I actually get done today?
exactly.
I did
Yeah,
really well. So I think we're always focused, and I think general humans, we always go to the negative part, and
yeah,
it's generally like putting down. But yeah, I think we've got to celebrate of how much we're actually doing and how
yeah.
hard we are working.
Actually, there is one thing that I've heard the other day that was really spoke to me, and it's about, you're trying to do better. You're trying to exercise, you're trying to do this or that, and then if you don't do that, instead of berating yourself, he says, just say, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
So then tomorrow you get back to it, because
Yeah.
I think the more we
Pressure.
berate ourselves,
Yeah.
the worse we're gonna go.
And the
we're gonna
pressure
go
that we put on
backwards.
ourselves, we put so much pressure on ourselves.
Yeah,
Everybody's wanting to try and be perfect in this, because nobody's perfect. We're not to be. You just got to
True.
be. I did what I could do today.
Yeah.
That's a great sort of thing that you sort of take on board, and listen to
Yeah.
that. It's
Hopefully we can
yeah.
give this to many of you
Yeah.
girls, and find you guys are gonna find some light. Some will find light, and you take away as much positive as possible from that.
Yeah.
So we also had a gift, a box of makeup for the person that wholeheartedly answered her questions, and it was Bola. And I've got the picture up, and she's a lovely lady, and she's looking so happy to get her makeup. And so I'm just going to show you a couple of the products that you might get next time if you win the prize. So, and also this video is sponsored by it, so it's good for me to show. So this is our shadow palette.
Yeah.
I use this every day. Usually I use just like a little bronze to highlight my cheekbones.
Yes, yeah.
While I can. And then I use some shadowing as well. And I use the sparkly ones obviously when I get out, a little bit of a highlight. We also have some magnetic eyelashes. They are really easy to put on. They've got a magnetic eyeliner and tweezers as well. It's a bit difficult to take off, I've got to admit, but a little bit of rosehip oil and makeup remover would do the trick. If you really want to go out with a bang and party with your eyelashes.
At least it's going to stay on. It's hard to take off.
Definitely stay on. So the one I use the most, I suppose, is the eyebrow pencil. It's got one side brush, and then another side it's like a pencil, but it's really cool because it's in an angle, so you can do like a little hairs on your eyebrows, and it comes off so easily. And it's not to say that it doesn't stay on really well, because mine have been on since 6 o'clock in the morning today, so all good with that. Now this one as well, I can swear by it. I use it every day as well. It's our mascara. The thing I love about it the most is when you take it off, like it stays on all day. When you take it off, it doesn't like rub like a horror movie on your face. Instead, it flakes. So you've got flakes and you can just rinse it off. I think that's absolutely fantastic. And it's got a good volume as well. And the other stuff is just liquid eyeliner, really easy to take off and really easy to apply as well. If you need help with applying, there's cat eyes. So you kind of like, you were asking me about it earlier. Because I can't, I can do it with one eye, but I can't do it with the other. So this is like a stencil, and then you put it on your eye this way. So you put it on the other way. And then it gives you like a little frame to, get it accurate.
Yeah.
So I get like my eye starts like shaking. I've got lip gloss as well. I swear by it. It's fantastic. I'll put some on. It's pretty shimmery. I use it every day at work.
It's good. Yeah.
It's so cute.
Because it's quite natural as well without it being too over the top. So it is
Right?
cute.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't like
So,
over the top.
no.
I liked
no.
it when I was like 17.
Yeah.
And now over the top, it just like screams desperate.
Yeah. No, little line. No.
And then we've got, basically it. What do you think? What's your favorite? What do you want to take home tonight?
Well, I definitely think mascara. I'm a big mascara person, and
Yeah, me
eyebrow
too.
pencil. I've
Sounds
used the
good.
same eyebrow pencil for years, so I'll definitely put it to the test.
Ooh, can't wait.
Thanks.
Okay, we'll hear the feedback in the next episode. So, just to finish up today, is if I could possibly tell you what I see in the future for this group is I want women in Brisbane coming together and encouraging each other and supporting each other. Life is hard enough as it is, and we want to be there for each other and get a little bit of a connection between the Brisbane women. There's just such a disconnect
Yeah.
from subject to subject, and there's not really, let's just go and have fun.
Yeah. Support,
You know?
encourage, laugh together. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Positive.
hoping for. So if you do support the cause and you want to be involved, or you want to watch more episodes and log in next time and go to our events as well. So the website and our link to our meetup is in the bio, but it's also on at the bottom of this video. And on our website, you'll find our events and you'll find other things like products and things like that, makeup and latest episodes, of course. So like, subscribe, and share if you can. That'll help us immensely to reach even more women, and hopefully see you at the next event. Thank you. Thanks, Sam, for joining me. Bye. Strong motivational speakers when I do my run after work. I love it so much. I need someone to shout at me. I feel like a soldier going to war. When I listen to those, and this is everybody has their own thing. And you actually, what do you listen to?
I listen to really heavy dance music, like
I'm gonna put an example.
Okay, we'll do this. So a lot of people, I think because your job, I'll be going to on the way to work or something. Piss me off. We've got to fly around the thing. It's just rather go.
That's unbelievable.
But yeah, when like going to work, sometimes I'll put, and I've got a lot on my mind. I'll just put the music loud, whether or not it's walking, singing. I don't know what it does. It's just. Yeah, and a lot of people are surprised I listen to this.